Global music lovers, of course, in mourning this week of the sad news of the passing of Joseph Shabalala, the iconic founder and lead singer, of course, of Ladysmith Black Mambazo, passing away earlier this week at the age of 78 after a battle with a long illness. Decades of making music and scooping various awards, including multiple Grammys. Shabalala certainly an inspiration for young as well as old, of course, as well as fellow musicians, such as a cappella group very well known here in the country, The Soil. In 2014, Ladysmith Black Mambazo and The Soil actually collaborated and recorded a song together. I'm going to get details on that in a moment and what that meant for them. So joining me on the show, we have The Soil members, Buhle Ntsika Nkanga and Opindo Nkanga joining us. Hello, everyone. Happy post-Valentine's Day. We're going to skip that one. Don't want to talk about it.
It was just a day.
It's a day for you. It's such a sad week for the music industry, though, as well. And obviously, when you listen back over Ladysmith Black Mambazo over the decades, you can't help but smile when you hear Joseph. But it is a sad week.
I wouldn't say sad week. You know, for me personally, I feel like we've been blessed with such great inheritance from Babu Shabalala, you know, and as we have seen him, we've got the privilege of seeing him as a retired musician, but still having that passion and fire for making music. You know, it is bound that he rests now because he's done a great job.
He was retired, but he wasn't tired, was he?
He wasn't.
Yeah, I know.
Nah.
I mean, to prove it, he asked to be driven from Mnambi to come all the way to the Durban studio where we were. We knew that we were recording a song with the legendary Ladysmith Black Mambazo, but we did not know that he would surprise us with his presence. And not only did we record, but we also had tea together with him. Told us amazing stories about Mamire Makeba and all his things that he got up to in his youth. And it's amazing, when he got inside the studio booth, no one had told him even what to sing about. They just gave him the cans and he just outpoured this genius.
And it was amazing.
Yeah.
It was super amazing. You were like,
Lapinda, when you say amazing, when you got someone like him sitting in a recording booth with you, do you look at him as a professional, or can you not help but be starstruck?
for me, I felt like this is not real, this is not happening. Because he was so good in such a way that it was like, oh my God, I'm here now. Yeah, for me it was very good, actually. Like, to experience that feeling of him singing and not knowing the song, but he was just told that the song is this message, kind of, and then he went in. He's a proper artist.
And it's that messaging. I mean, I love the name of your band, The Soil. There's so much to read into that booklet, and I'm sure you can tell us a little bit about that. But when you talk about this collaboration between you guys and the late Joseph Shabalala, it's 2014, I think it is.
Yes.
Tell me about that song. Tell me about how that came about.
Hambu Yosebenza is self-explanatory. Like, it's a simple song saying, get up and work. You know, get up and do something as a citizen of your country. You know, we have a lot of things that are happening in the country that we're not particularly pleased with our government systems, the crime rate in our country, the education system. So there's a lot that we are not satisfied with, and we can't get the point across if someone is just sitting there and doing nothing. So this song was basically saying, you are a member of the society, so it is your responsibility to stand up and say something and do something.
Ntsika, as the main composer, I understand, is your role in this a cappella group of yours. How do you try and draw in to what you guys are doing now as an a cappella group and draw that inspiration from Ladysmith Black Mambazo? I'm asking because of scale. There's only three of you, and Ladysmith Black Mambazo has got strength and size.
Yes.
It's quite a tricky move for you.
It quite is. But what we are blessed with, I think this is like by virtue of being an African, you are born worthy of such thing. When we sing on stage, people always say it sounds like it's a large ensemble. And if that's one thing that we took from Avo Bab Shabalala and his ensemble, is exactly that, to not sing alone as individuals, but sing with the people that other people can't see with their physical eyes, you know, and just be there, be present in the moment. And when that song came, the nuances in the harmonization, we knew that we had to take it to Ladysmith Black Mambazo.
And I'm so glad you talk about when people see you, they think it's a much larger ensemble. It's because I'm going to ask us to stop for the moment. I'll tell you why, because we're going to have all three of you performing at the end of the show for us. So if you're a big fan of the soil, you're a big fan of Ladysmith Black Mambazo, I know they've got something special for you. We'll talk to you again a little bit later, and you're going to perform for us as well. So don't get anywhere. We have Bukhle Mda, we have Nsika Nkanga, and also it is Lupindo Nkanga joining us here.